All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakha double honors to the apostles, to the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000. As well to the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest of Zion, GMS Atlanta, back with another edifying video. And I have an article, this is from Reuters. And it says, Europeans send troops to Greenland as Trump presses claim. So this has been brewing up for the last few weeks. Coming into this year, Nero 47, Trump has said that, he wanted the U.S. to get control of Greenland and send military troops, okay? But that would be a act of war. Now, the thing about it is the U.S. and Greenland are backed up. They're both backed up by NATO, all right, with Greenland being a part of Denmark, and Denmark being a part of the EU and NATO. With NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the U.S. is as well. As a matter of fact, the U.S. is the hell, the the whore, all right, the head of NATO, pretty much, which the whore is referring to Revelation the 17th chapter, and that's what we're seeing begin to be fulfilled. Bible prophecy is manifesting itself. Okay. Now there's been talked about I believe it's Article 5 of the NATO Charter says that if any military force attacks any NATO ally, then the NATO countries will all have to back that NATO ally up. And it looks like the U.S. is the one that's speaking on bringing military force against an ally of NATO, Greenland, Denmark. Okay, which this is as I said, prophecy being fulfilled, because it says that the 10 horns, which are a part of the beast system, which we know is NATO, is Europe and America. All right, the beast in Revelation 17 is represented by these world, European, global powers, all right, government entities and so forth, these countries. And the whore is America, that runs NATO, that rides and sits upon the beast. And the prophecy says that the 10 horns would hate the whore and burn her with fire. You know what? Let me go ahead and get it. Let's go to Revelation, the 17th chapter. Now, this is a chapter that I could go deeper into, but I'm just going to hit the relevant points. The doom of Babylon. Yeah, Babylon, also known as the mother of harlots, the whore, that rideth upon the beast. As it says here, the great whore. I'll read the first verse. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, right, to the apostle John, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. This is America. The great whore that sitteth upon many waters is the U.S. of A. because of her influence, like a whore, has gone around the world influencing different nations, different countries, and peoples. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Like I said, the beast, the system is represented by these governments. These are the kings of the earth. It says, and the inhabitants of the earth, that's the people of earth, you earthlings, have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. The woman, the whore, that's America. The scarlet-colored beast, that's Esau, Edom. The government powers of Edom, which would be Europe and NATO, who's represented by a beast in the vision. It says, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay? This is what we're seeing in the earth. All right? The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, and America is the one that sitteth upon the beast. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go over this whole chapter. But what I do want to do is I want to get to the main point. This is verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And we know that is representative of America. Like I said, is influence over all these different nations in the earth. Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. That's Europe. The 10 horns are represented by Europe, which today is the EU, European Union, and these different nations, right, are prophesied to hate America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And the ultimate judgment for America is nuclear destruction. The ultimate judgment for the whore is destruction. The ultimate judgment for Babylon, the doom to come to Babylon, is nuclear fire. I did a video the other day about Russia launching a nuclear-capable missile into Ukraine. That's not the first time it did it. Okay? We're seeing prophecies play out. Verse 17, for the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. So this is all about the fulfillment of the words of the Lord. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Heavenly Father shall be fulfilled. And now the kingdom of this beast is getting ready to fall. Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city. Yeah, America. The U.S. of America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And that's how you know that this guy, Nero 47, he thinks he's the king of earth right now. So the fact that they have to send in these military forces into Greenland to protect it from the U.S. tells you that they're beginning to hate the whore. So it says, European countries sent small numbers of military personnel to Greenland on Thursday. This is from today's date, January 15th. As Denmark said it was pressing on with plans for a larger and more permanent NATO presence to secure the island coveted by U.S. President Donald Trump. Right, the U.S., the whore just sitteth upon many waters. The modest European deployments meant to help Denmark prepare military exercises sent a strong message of support a day after a meeting of officials from the U.S., Denmark, and Greenland failed to reach any breakthrough on the impasse. So this is another reason why nuclear missiles, that fire, is going to be launched on America. Okay? Fears for NATO's future. Prominent EU countries, right, the 10 horns, have backed Denmark warning that a U.S. military seizure of Greenland could spell the end of NATO. Yeah. Hey, Yahweh Shah said, if Satan be divided against Satan, how then shall his kingdom stand? Okay? So we're seeing the fall of the white power infrastructure, these government infrastructures, Europe, the Western hegemony. You know, this is just the beginning. This is going to lead into World War III. Okay? They're going to be fighting amongst each other. They're going to be trying to fight Russia and these Middle Eastern and Asian countries. And that's when Yahweh Shah himself is going to return with the holy angels and the chariots, the so-called UFOs, and the kingdom of heaven will soon be established. The deliverance of the Israelites will take place. And the election, the remnant of Israel will take place. So I just wanted to go into this real quick. You know, this is some recent news here. So they're sending troops to Greenland. So this is gonna be the end of Esau's kingdom, Esau's rulership. So we know that Yahweh Shah will soon return. Okay? Matthew the 24th chapter, Luke the 21st chapter, Mark the 13th chapter, all these prophecies spoken by Yahweh Shah in the Bible is coming to pass. Ain't nobody checking for Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar. Ain't nobody checking for these so-called Christians. Ain't nobody checking for Harvard and Cambridge and all these universities and these school systems and their ideologies. And ain't nobody checking for the monks walking for peace. Ain't no peace. All right? We're living in a time of war, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Okay? Listen to the real prophets, GMS, Great Millstone, from the elder apostles, the elder bishops, on down to the rest of the elders, myself, and the rest of the brothers. We're going to tell you the true truth of what's going on. So continue to watch, continue to pray. To the hopeful elect out there, to all you brothers and sisters that believe, I say to you, peace, shalom.